Now, Venezuela's Attorney General Tarek Saab has called for amnesty to be extended to the toppled leader Nicolás Maduro and his wife. He insists that their arrest was actually a clear violation of international law and that the amnesty should be extended as part of humanitarian and a historic gesture. Remember, Maduro was captured/kidnapped by the Americans in a military attack on the 3rd of January. He was then flown to the United States, where in New York, he's been made to stand trial on drug-related charges. His vice president, Delcy Rodriguez, has then taken charge with the consent of the American President Donald Trump. She subsequently proposed a general amnesty, and its details are contained in a bill before the parliament that could reportedly be passed today. On Wednesday, AG Saab said that an amnesty envisaged for political prisoners and those who jailed them during years of political repression must also be extended to Nicolás Maduro as well.
Oye, que nos correspondan.
If we are going to talk about an amnesty, an absolute pardon to then-President Nicolás Maduro, the constitutional president of Venezuela, and Dr. Cilia Flores, Congresswoman and First Lady, must be released unconditionally when the hearing takes place in March.
Now, these comments have come at a time when Rodriguez has started releasing political prisoners ahead of the pending amnesty, and according to the rights groups, Foro Penal, the number surpasses over 400. But many have continued to remain behind bars. Saab insists that the amnesty must apply to both opposition and to government figures equally. However, he has declined to talk about what would happen to the opposition leaders, such as Nobel Peace Prize laureate Maria Corina Machado. The bill reportedly excluded some serious human rights violations from amnesty provisions, and this is meant to clear records of hundreds of people who were jailed for challenging the Maduro regime. And it also revokes measures barring the opposition members from holding public office, as Machado had been. The critics of the bill fear that its wording is in fact vague enough to be used by the government to pardon its own and to deny freedom to prisoners of conscience. Separately, the U.S. Energy Secretary Chris Wright has vowed to power a dramatic increase in Venezuelan oil output after talks with Venezuela's Rodriguez. The Wright said that the relations between the two nations are at a pivotal moment in history, and that the U.S. oil embargo on Venezuela in place since 2019 is essentially over. Trump now wants U.S. oil majors to rapidly rebuild the sector and to boost output by millions of barrels per day, saying that the United States and Caracas will share the profits. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.